morning and welcome to After GMS. It is 7:46 and about to be 70 degrees in the Triad on this very unusual winter day. I'm Tracy McCain here with Ed Matthews and Christian Morgan. We're going to be talking about this in just a little bit because it is odd, strange, but I like it. And I will never complain. So Christian, get us started with what we're talking about here in terms of temperatures for this week.
December? What December? Haven't really had one, have we? The cold has basically been non-existent. Take a look at all of these red boxes so far for the month of December. Those indicate days that have been above our average high temperature. Only a few below average. There were a few chilly days, but overall, it's been a warm month. In fact, we're running right now in the running for the fourth warmest December on record in the Triad, with still more warm days to go throughout the remainder of the week, which is the rest of the year. Temperatures at 50 degrees right now, stepping outside in Greensboro, 53 degrees in Asheboro, 44 in High Point, 46 Lexington, 49 in Winston-Salem, 46 up in Reedsville, and 49 in Walnut Cove. And just to kind of put a little perspective on this, our average high temperature right now is 50 degrees. So where we normally are in the afternoons for this time of the year is where we're starting this morning in many places. On our way to 70 degrees this afternoon. I think folks down to the south could make it into the low 70s. Of course, we have a southwesterly and a south southerly wind, which continues to bring in that warm air and pushes in a little bit of extra humidity as well. Tonight, pretty mild. We'll only drop back to the upper 50s, right around 60 degrees for most of us under a partly cloudy sky, of course, as we head into your Wednesday. Right now, high pressure is in control of our weather. It lives just offshore of Florida. So that, of course, on the backside of the high pressure turns our winds out of the south and out of the southwest. Now, a couple systems will head our way throughout the course of the week, but never really a cold front to cool us down just yet. We'll have these opportunities for scattered showers Wednesday, Thursday, on into Friday, and then again on Saturday. But then as we get into Sunday, I expect a stronger cold front to head our way, and that one will be the one that likely brings us a better chance for rain and also really cools us back down in a big way. So here's how we shape up. Again, scattered showers likely through at least the first part of the weekend through the New Year's holiday. And then we're keeping our eyes really on that strong cold front that looks to cross the area on Sunday. Now this one will be pretty potent because we're so warm and humid on this side, and we're going to be really, really cold and dry on the back side of that cold front. So showers are going to be likely Sunday. I also think there could be a storm risk that we need to monitor for Sunday evening. Of course, it's still too early to know details on that and the extent of that risk, but it is something we'll be watching. And I think on the backside of this cold front too, it's going to be extremely possible for folks late on Sunday night and early Monday morning in the mountains to see some snow. Now, not that it would amount to much, but it's what we like to call a northwest flow snow event, and it's pretty typical for our mountain communities. So something to watch out for if you're headed to the mountains or folks who live up in those areas as well. Meanwhile, the rest of the year will wind out on a warm note, hovering near 70 degrees through the New Year's holiday, with those rain chances going up as we go deeper into the week, and of course watching Sunday. After that, behind that cold front, we turn sharply colder for the first month of January. So if you've been looking for that cold weather, it looks like it's going to finally make an appearance and come back from vacation as we kick off a brand new month and a brand new year too.
All right, so our conversation has to do with everything you just said, Christian. I mean, you set it up perfectly because it's odd to be this warm for this many days as we head into a new year.
Indeed it is. You know, and kind of my rule of thumb here is that if it feels wrong or feels off, then it probably is, because the atmosphere is always trying to balance itself out, right? And that's really what we see with high pressure and low pressure systems. It's just a big balancing act for the atmosphere. So if something's not like it should be, it will correct itself in time. And that's what we're likely going to see start to happen, that process anyway, on Sunday. We've been so warm in December, and now it looks like January will kind of be the flip side of that coin.
Okay, so also on the flip side of what we're experiencing here is what's happening out west.
Yeah.
Can I just show you some video real quick? Because you won't believe this. Yep, we have a stretch of warm days here in the Triad, but in the west, near blizzard conditions in North Dakota Monday. The snow and wind making it almost impossible to see more than a few feet in front of you. And tough for drivers, of course, trying to navigate through all this weather. Some getting stuck on the interstate for a few hours. And take a look at the snow in Sierra Nevada. The Snow Lab, where they track winter weather, this area just broke a record for the snowiest December. Currently, they have about 6 to 7 feet of snow on the ground. Wow. So we asked for comments about this, and we heard from one viewer who said, oh, how I want it to snow. Simone said, sunny in December all the time. I agree, Simone. Another viewer said, snow. I'm from Louisiana and thought I was coming more north. Hot in December is weird. I kind of agree with that. It is kind of not normal. Kenny said, snow and lots of it. Come on, Ed and Christian, make it happen. Mark said, sunshine. I don't mind a little snow if I'm off. Nicholas shared a picture of the snow he wants to see. That's a lot of snow. Thank you, Nicholas from Liberty. I'm gonna pass on that. One more viewer texted in sunshine in all caps. And I agree with that person. Sunshine is kind of like my second language. You know, you can tell by the dress I decided to wear today. I was more than excited to pull this back out as we have spring-like temperatures in December. So we want to know this morning, which do you prefer? Snow in December or sunshine in December? And it is possible to have both on the same day, as what I've learned in the past here in North Carolina. It can be sunny and snowing at the same time, or at least after the snow comes. So Ed, December, it's odd for it to be this warm.
Very much. I prefer the warm weather. Although I'm not, totally against the snow, a couple of good snows will be a-okay. And I want to remind everybody, even though we've had this unseasonably warm December, we have plenty of time to get some snow this winter. So we'll see how it pans out in January, February, and don't forget the first couple of weeks of March. We can have some biggie snowstorms in the month of March. Biggie,
as in like most of our snowfall can happen on that one day in March.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it can.
Yeah,
I don't think it's any secret what I want.
Oh yeah. Why don't you just tell us?
I want some snow.
Yeah.
But okay, let me say this here. That video you were showing from out in Nevada and and out in the West, it's crazy. I don't have to have that much. Okay. let me just set the record straight. I don't have to have that much. One good beautiful snow, where everything is just quiet and peaceful for a day, and then I'm happy, right? Then I'm happy. But I just like it to be. I like all the seasons. You know, we ask the question a lot, like what season do you like, or what would you rather have? I like all of them, but I want to have all of them, right? And when it's supposed to be winter, I want it to be winter. When it's supposed to be fall, I want it to be fall. Of course, it doesn't always happen like that, but I would like to see at least just one good snow, and I'll be happy.
All right, so now I need some numbers to go along with that description. Okay. One good snow to me is 1 to 2 inches. What is one good snow to you? Oh my goodness. I'm not ready.
6 inches?
Excuse me?
6 inches? What?
Say it again?
I gotta go. 5, 6 inches?
Oh my gosh, that's okay. That's a big snow, yeah.
Yeah, I said one good snow, not one piddly snow.
That's a little out of pocket, Christian. I need you to scale that back a little bit. All right, I'm gonna let you rethink that while I read some of these comments, and I'm gonna start from the bottom here because, of course, it refreshes when I always touch it. Sandra said a little snow in January or February would be all right with me. I agree. Carol said, I saw snow yesterday and it was so beautiful. She's visiting family in New York right now and she's watching with her granddaughter Madison. So thanks so much for tuning in, bringing us all the way to New York for our dose of snow.
Love that.
Yeah, you should have come with them, Christian. Let's see. Lloyd says, love the warm weather, but it's a little strange. Yeah, it's true. You said one good snow and I'm happy. Curtis wants snow. Let's see. And so does Lynetta want some snow. Sandra wants some sunshine. Carol said snow is always good. And Lakeia said sunshine and light snow. So Tiffany said the video out west is what I imagine every time I see a snowflake in the sky. That's hilarious. Krista said she likes the warm weather. And Scott said, I'm walking on sunshine. And I did sing it. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty split here as to what people prefer. But the good thing is, these days are rare when you have 70-degree days at the end of a year. But what's not out of, the ordinary is a snow during the winter months. So, I mean, we have more opportunities to get snow. And we
Yeah, every winter at least, I think we get some at bat, some
Right.
opportunities to get something. And I say this, and a lot of people have asked me, especially, now that we're winding down the year and heading into January, they say, we haven't had a winter. Like, what happened to winter? Well, I'm like, it just technically started like 2 weeks ago, right? Winter starts on the 21st with the winter solstice. So we're just now starting winter. And if you go back and look at the numbers in history across the triad, we actually get more snow in March than we do December. January typically and February tend to be our snowiest months out of the entire year. So we just started winter. All hope is not lost. I think we'll get at least some opportunity.
All right, and you said March.
And I'm saying that as a snow lover, and
Yes.
also somebody who has to be real about the data too.
Right, but then Ed's been talking about this, woman I'm coming to know called La Nina, and
Yeah.
and she's kind of keeping us warmer than normal.
When when the forecast team made our winter forecast in November, we made it clear, even though precip is expected overall to be a bit below normal and temperatures a bit above normal, that doesn't mean that we're not going to have cold blast of air, and it certainly doesn't mean that we're not going to have an episode or two of snow. So again, holding on to hope that we'll be able to please everybody, everybody that likes the warm weather and the people that want the snow as well. And I think over the next several months, we have an opportunity to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
There are always exceptions to the rule, right? So if we have some people watching that were in the triad or lived in the triad back in the winter of 1984 and 85, that was a year a lot like this year, was a double dip La Nina year. We talk a lot about that, which means basically our second La Nina year in a row, which tends to be typically drier, typically warmer. We're seeing that play out right now. But that January of 1985, we had our coldest temperature ever recorded in Greensboro. It was -8 degrees.
Oh my God.
So there are always exceptions to the rule. You can always get one of those cold Arctic blasts, but just when and where and if all the details and all the ingredients are there to get snow are, yet to be determined.
Well, my prediction is that, when is your birthday in January, Christian?
January 8th.
January 8th. That's my prediction. For your birthday, you
Oh,
will get
wow.
Let's go.
half an inch,
Whoa.
half an inch of snow.
That's like half a
A
birthday
dusting.
present.
Hey, you want snow? You gotta be specific with your wishes here. Curtis made a comment, which you responded to. I wanted to go over it real quick, Christian. He said, I don't think I've seen a warm weather like this in winter ever. And then you responded, it's our 4th warmest.
Yeah, it's our 4th warmest December on record in the triad so far. There's only 4 days left, but right now we are running about anywhere from 6 to 7 degrees warmer this December than average, and so that puts us at our 4th warmest December. Of course, with a few days left, we're going to continue to warm things up even more because all those days are going to be above average, about 15 to 20 degrees above average, actually. So when all the numbers get totaled up at the end of the month, we could easily be 4th or maybe even 3rd warmest December on record in the triad.
And then at the end of this 7-day stretch, Ed, we're gonna see the bottom drop out.
Going down. Yeah, definitely. Expect a pretty strong cold front to come in on Sunday, and that'll bring us rain. The passage of the front and a northwesterly flow could bring some snow showers to the Virginia and North Carolina mountains. That would be later Sunday and possibly into Monday. How much they would get, obviously, is still in question, but I think during the day on Sunday, if the front gets here quick enough, we'll start out pretty mild, and then later in the day and certainly Sunday night, temperatures will still really start to crash. For us, it is cold weather chasing precipitation. So as the precipitation moves out, the cold air moves in. That is not a favorable way for us to get measurable snow. If the cold air gets in quick enough, sometimes we get maybe a snow shower or flurries, but it ends rather quickly. The passage of a cold front is not the way we get snow here in the Piedmont. We got to have those very wet systems coming in from the Gulf of Mexico and riding up the eastern seaboard. And if there's enough cold air around, Oh, it's sock it to me, Mother Nature. Definitely.
No one sock it to anybody, okay? We're not doing that. But I will say, on Monday, we'll get a request from Christian to be live from Boone. So we can see this.
There you go.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll put it in for you. All right, we'll have one last look at the 7-day in just a few minutes. Want to go over some headlines with you real quick. The CDC is recommending shorter COVID isolation periods under the new guidelines. Anyone who tests positive for COVID-19 and is asymptomatic can leave isolation after 5 days, down from 10. CDC officials say this follows growing evidence the virus is most infectious in the 2 days before and 3 days after you notice symptoms. The number of people getting tested for COVID-19 is on the rise at one Greensboro site. StarMed and the Guilford County Health Department teamed up for a testing site at the Four Seasons Town Center. On Sunday, December 19th, 130 people showed up to get tested. A week later, on December 26th, the site tested 545 people for COVID. Drive-through testing is offered Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. and Sundays from noon until 6. Today, we're expecting to get an update on COVID-19 metrics in the state. Local health departments and the state paused the reports over Christmas. At last check, the percent of people testing positive for COVID statewide was 10.4%. In Guilford County, that percent positive was 10.1%. It is business as usual at PTI Airport. Despite thousands of cancellations nationwide, nearly all of the flights in and out of Greensboro are going on as scheduled. Airlines say staffing shortages due to COVID-19 and weather forced thousands of cancellations since Christmas Eve.
Well, let's check this toasty 7-day forecast, at least most of it. We're going to see temperatures around 70 today, low 70s tomorrow. We got plenty of sunshine here in the garden. Later tomorrow, we'll add a shower chance. It'll be on the increase a little bit for Wednesday night and on into Thursday. Another system heads our way for Friday and Friday night. And then the stronger cold front will bring a pretty good shot of rain. Couldn't even rule out maybe a few thunderstorms. We'll keep an eye on that on Sunday. And then behind that front, that's when the cold air really starts to pour in coming up on Monday. We go from mid 60s on Sunday to mid 40s on Monday. And yeah, there's going to be a wind on Monday, so it'll feel even colder than that 46.
Well, Scott said this time next week we'll be complaining about how cold it is, and I couldn't help but laugh at that because, you know, we tend to lament on things that are not really in our preview.
We always want what we don't have.
Exactly.
No matter what it is.
Mm-hmm. You have curly hair, you want straight hair. I mean, it's never ending.
No.
But I appreciate you bringing it to our attention, Scott, because you're right. Mark my words. Next Monday, we will be talking about how cold it is and that drop we saw pretty much 20 degrees like overnight.
Mm-hmm. It'll be big.
All right, I am ready for my AMS seal.
Uh-oh, there you go.
Somebody sign her up.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
You got to
Thank
take the test though first.
Oh, I have to take the test to get the seal. I can't just say I want it.
You can't just declare it.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
I'm ready to have breakfast. All right, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow on After GMS. Take care.